CPC and Walgreens make a great team in the retail drugstore business, and as a driver, you're a critical member of that team. Moving the products that Walgreens customers rely on both safely and securely falls squarely in your hands. Our team objective is to make every Walgreens delivery safely, on time, and damage-free. It's up to you to form good habits and procedures that will keep both you and the Walgreens store personnel safe and ensure the secure transfer of all inventory. It's our goal that every member of our team goes home at the end of the day safe and uninjured, just as when they came to work. This video and the accompanying driver training manual will help you meet that objective. A good way to think about your responsibilities is to break them down into 5 categories: pre-trip planning and preparation, traveling to and from the distribution center and your delivery locations, unloading at the store, handling inventory, and managing relations with Walgreens store employees. Ready to roll? Let's get started. Each day begins with the night before. It's important that you get proper rest between shifts and start your day energized and relaxed. CPC will always provide a minimum of 10 hours off between shifts. Use the time wisely. When you first get to your assigned tractor, log on to the onboard computer. You should also download your route. If you have questions about this or have issues downloading your route, please contact dispatch. Now it's time for your pre-trip inspection. Start at the truck with a full safety inspection of all the systems, including instruments and controls, engine and drivetrain, chassis and suspension, steering system, braking system, coupling system, emergency equipment, tire pressure and tread depth, directional and hazard lights. Perform all inspections according to DOT regulations, and before you move out, perform a coupling and tug test. One feature that has changed recently on all new Walgreens tractors is the emission system. In order to meet carbon emissions compliance, all new tractors are equipped with diesel particulate filters that clean the tractor's exhaust. These filters need to be cleaned just like any other filter. The process of cleaning the diesel particulate filter is called regeneration, or regen for short. When you're traveling at highway speed with a loaded trailer, the tractor will automatically perform passive regens. This will clean some of the soot from the filter, but not all of it. Occasionally, you will see this indicator light on your dashboard. This symbol is telling you that an active regen is required. At the next safe opportunity, pull into a parking area and perform the regen. Make sure that you are not near trees or dry grass, as the exhaust system gets extremely hot during the regeneration process. You will know that the tractor is performing a regen when you hear the RPM increase. Once the regen is complete, the RPM will drop back down to normal. The regen process takes about 30 to 45 minutes to complete, but it can be as long as an hour if there's a lot of soot built up. On the dash, there is an inhibit button that will turn off the regen indicator light without performing a regen. Using this button is against company policy and can only be used if approved by a fleet manager or shop foreman. If you have an issue with the tractor not properly performing a regen, or the indicator light continues to come on even after you perform a regen, please notify the shop when you return to the DC. Once the truck checks out properly, go over your paperwork. Check the delivery and prescription manifests. Check the trailer number. Make sure the truck is locked when you arrive. And check the lock information and status. Make sure the trailer door is properly latched and locked. By following the security procedures, both the merchandise and your integrity are protected. Every time you enter and exit the tractor or trailer, be sure to maintain 3 points of contact. Always enter and exit the tractor facing the cab. When coming out of the trailer, do not ride the strap down. They're not intended to support body weight and will break. You're now ready to roll. As you exit the distribution center, follow the proper yard and gate procedures. The speed limit in the yard is marked. Please obey the posted speed limit all the time. As you reach the gate, check in with the loss prevention personnel and follow the exit procedures. Loss prevention will confirm that you have the proper trailer and check the lock. Although we hope you never have to use them, it is important to follow the procedures for handling any accident involving you and your vehicle. Remember that any damage, from a broken light to scraped stucco on a building, is considered an accident and must be handled properly. For an accident on location, make sure to contact dispatch. Notify your CPC manager. Take pictures. Complete an accident report. And notify law enforcement if your vehicle is struck while parked at a truck stop, domicile, store location, or anywhere outside the distribution center. If you're involved in an accident while traveling, follow the correct stopping and parking procedures. Care for any injured parties. Make sure your cargo is protected and handle any spills. Notify dispatch and CPC. Obtain all information from other parties involved. Take pictures. Avoid any admission of guilt or reasonability. Cooperate with law enforcement and other parties, and if necessary, comply with CPC drug testing policy. The heart of your day is the process of unloading and interacting with Walgreens store personnel. As you approach the store, remember the acronym GOAL, Get Out and Look. This is particularly important for locations that are new to you, or when you can tell that due to street or building construction, conditions may be different than the last time you visited. Once you've arrived, notify store personnel. Confirm arrival on your onboard computer if you were able to download your route. If you were not able to download your route, log your arrival using the Store Service Delivery Tracker, SSDT, and report via the 800 number, 800-871-0204. It is required to report upon arrival and departure from each store. Before you unlock the trailer, make sure a member of store management verifies the process. Again, this protects the merchandise, your integrity, as well as ours. You are in control of the unloading process. You control the pace and make sure that all procedures are followed. Occasionally, you may need to encourage the store personnel to speed up the process, and this should be done professionally and diplomatically. Remember, the store is the customer. If you're having issues with store personnel, please contact dispatch. Do not have confrontations with store personnel. Before we go through freight handling procedures, let's cover a few common mistakes and hazards. The crew that strips the trailer is responsible for sweeping out the trailer as needed. If your trailer has dirt or debris, please write it up on the load evaluation form and also notify dispatch. Always keep an eye on stack stability. If there are liquids or other heavy items loaded on top of lighter items, they will often crush the lighter items on the bottom. If you see damaged cases near the bottom of a stack, you should assume that stack is unstable. In this situation, proceed with additional caution. If you're not able to proceed safely, knock that stack down and continue unloading. If you encounter broken water, bleach, or glass, you have additional hazards in addition to the stack stability hazards discussed earlier. If you have broken glass in the trailer, notify the store and ask for a broom and dustpan and clean it up immediately. If you encounter broken water, use paper towels or kitty litter to dry up the spill. Be aware that this area may be slippery. If you encounter broken bleach, ask the store for a damaged water case. Pour the water on the bleach to dilute it. Then use kitty litter to dry up the spill. Be aware of the smell. If it becomes too strong, get out of the trailer until the smell dissipates. Be sure to give the damaged cases to the store so they can damage it out in their system. Metal wires are used to hold the lid to the sides of the totes. Occasionally, these metal wires will become exposed and are extremely sharp. Keep an eye out for exposed metal wires protruding from the totes. If you see a tote with exposed metal wire, handle it with extra care. Also, let the store employees know of the potential hazard so they can avoid injury as well. CPC uses a rolling dolly with liftgate methodology for unloading. Please adhere to the following instructions for best practices in unloading this freight. Before you take a liftgate loaded trailer, please watch the liftgate training video on ProTread to familiarize yourself with the proper operation of the liftgate. If you have any questions or concerns regarding the safe and proper operation, please reach out to your trainer or manager before attempting to operate the liftgate. Also, back belts are not required but are available if you desire one. If used, it is your responsibility to keep it clean and in proper condition. You're ready to begin. Lower the liftgate to align the arrows. This will allow you to extend the liftgate platform and lower it to the ground. Safety plate should always be in the upright position until lowered to the ground. Place orange safety cones around the liftgate, creating a secure area for you to work. Make sure no one enters your work area unless directed to do so by you. Raise the platform using the inside lift controls and leave the safety plate in the upright position. E-channel load locks are used at the DC to secure the delivery. You will need to remove this in order to begin unloading. Each store will be separated by straps, but double-check the store number just in case. Store numbers are on the 8.5 by 11 piece of paper on each dolly facing outward. You will be unloading two different kinds of dolly, tote dollies and full case dollies. When moving a tote dolly, never move it by the strap. When you move a dolly, be sure to always push the dolly. Do not pull it. One side of the dolly has unlocked wheels, while the other side has locked wheels. You should always push from the unlocked side of the dolly. This will give you the best control and maneuverability. Release wheel locks on the dolly you're about to move. Carefully roll as many dollies as can safely fit onto the liftgate, leaving yourself room to fit on the liftgate as well. Pay attention for dollies with unlocked or broken brakes. If you have a dolly with broken brakes, tag it so it can be repaired by the DC. Once the dolly is on the liftgate, lock the wheels. Do not push the dolly against the safety plate. There should be a gap between the dolly and all sides of the gate. Once the liftgate is full, or you have all dollies for that store on the gate, lower it to the ground. Once lowered, step safely off the liftgate and lower the safety plate. Carefully unlock the wheels of one dolly and remove it from the liftgate. Push the dolly to the store receiving door and bring an empty dolly back with you to the trailer. If you're delivering to a store that has a curb, use a curb ramp. You should never attempt to pop a wheelie with a dolly to get it onto the curb. Continue to do this until all of the dollies have been unloaded. Place all of the empty return dollies onto the liftgate and raise into the trailer. Repeat this process until all dollies for your store have been delivered. For return assets, please verify the totes are stacked 20 high. The full case dollies are stacked 7 high, and the tote dollies are stacked 8 high. All dolly brakes should be locked and wheels nested on the same side. Strap return assets to the side of the trailer. Collect all cones and ramps and place inside the trailer. Place DC return items such as DPI boxes, donations, and Valpo at the tail of the trailer. Close the trailer door and lock the trailer. Make sure store management verifies that the door is properly locked. Enter the driver count and alpha code, the first 4 letters of your last name, into the Telzon gun, which should be done by you and not store personnel. Both you and the store personnel sign the manifest. Complete store departure procedures on the onboard computer, or if you are not able to download your route, call the SSDT phone number to report your departure. The employees of each Walgreens store are your customers. Treat them with courtesy and respect, and behave professionally at all times. Wear clean uniforms, use proper hygiene, and do not use inappropriate language, including anything that could be construed as racist, sexist, extreme, or profane. If a conflict arises, don't argue with store personnel. Simply refer the store to the Walgreens Transportation Department for procedures. Store personnel do not have the authority to change Transportation Department rules and guidelines. The hard-working men and women at each Walgreens location can be your best ally in helping you complete your work in a safe and timely fashion. Working together in a friendly and courteous manner will keep your job as enjoyable and as stress-free as possible. Well, that's it. Your brief guide to making every Walgreens delivery safe, on time, and damage-free.